everybody.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will. And we are Working Title.
With allergies. Guys, today is Death Note episode 35, Malice. Last on, it was a confusing episode for the few of us. And by few, I mean all of us. It was basically expendable versus expendable. Teru's going on his little streak and he's being chased after by Giovanni or something like that. We feel like Light's doing something mischievous behind the scenes and we're going to find out. But first, we got to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy our content. You got to comment down below your thoughts on this episode and make sure you leave a like. That's some easy steps you can do if you really like our videos and it helps us out a whole lot. You can also check out the Patreon. By this time, the show is wrapping up, so this is basically the last episode we're going to suggest to check it out because we only have 2 more. So if you've enjoyed the journey, we thank you. If you were helping us on the way, we're going to punch you now. See you in the reaction.
Malice.
Sorry.
Wasn't that what Pusha T's brother's rap name was?
Yeah, Malice.
Let's go.
Starting off the music with the death of the lovely couple from the first few episodes.
Yeah.
What's their name?
The Pembers.
The Pembers.
R.I.P.
Why are you walking away? Do you need me to walk you home? No, I think I'm okay. Well, farewell, Miss Kim Pember. Whatever her name was. I don't know. Damn. Well, someone's dead. Pember's cousin. They're going after the family. Wait, who just tried?
I don't know. I think it was just a random person there clearing the way for this.
Like this is the
MELLO! He's still alive!
It's the Pember family reunion.
I knew he was alive, I just didn't know what he was doing.
This is already feeling very finale-esque. Silent music. I said that wrong.
Yeah. Still alive. Oh, right, because we're waiting for the couple weeks to go by.
What was it, like 24 days?
Yeah.
Why is he just sitting in a crack house?
Because he's a criminal.
True. With a bunch of like cyberpunk characters.
Near. It's all taken care of. I did exactly as you asked.
Good.
I also have a message for you.
Yes. What is it?
I've confirmed it.
It's probably that he's being watched. 100%. Because now she's going to call and be like, I need to meet you immediately, right?
You got a text?
It's about that time.
That's the sign of confirmation from Mikami. Now all I have to do is wait for Nier to request a meeting face to face. Game over, Nier. I win. I knew what your move would be from the very beginning.
Sir, this is Giovanni. I've been checking the notebook regularly as you ordered.
Well, then let's begin.
Oh, dude.
It's Near.
He called.
Al, I want to meet you.
What?
There's
Let's do
something
it.
I must show you pertaining to the Kira case.
But don't you suspect me of being Kira? Do you really think it's wise to reveal your face to me?
That's true. I cannot show you unless I reveal my face.
Alright, fine.
In Light, he doesn't have the
As
death
far as
note,
I'm
right?
concerned, the sooner you realize
So
you're
confrontation
wrong,
could go somewhat decent right now. He can't figure out the secret name.
For Near, it's true.
So why wouldn't Near just wear like a shiesty or something?
Near. It all comes
Sure.
down to this.
I'd like to lay out some ground rules for the meeting.
We're willing to go along with whatever you want.
First, I want to have all the investigators from both teams be present. In other words, everyone who is chasing after Kira should be gathered together to take part.
They can start blaming people.
I understand. That's not a problem.
You gotta do
Okay,
it.
Nier, I understand.
Oh,
I have a team of 5 investigators, including myself.
Very well, that's fine. Now, as for our meeting place,
Oh shit.
Daikoku Wharf. There's a warehouse on the outskirts of the southeast side that's been
Oh,
abandoned
shit.
for some time.
It's coming.
Let's go.
Blocks. I've already taken the liberty of purchasing it. If this arrangement is fine with you.
What about MELLO?
How about it, Light Yagami?
Mello's doing his own
Location
thing.
like
I want him to
this,
pull
you
up
can
too,
do what
though.
you're planning to do. One more thing. This meeting cannot take place unless I have your word that someone will bring the notebook. In fact, I won't even try to
Because he does have a notebook.
As long as Mr. Aizawa can confirm that it's the genuine notebook, I'm willing to place my faith in you and accept his
So how does Teru and Kaomi play into this?
The question is, what time?
Mikami makes his judgments after midnight. He most likely receives a notice in the morning of which people to kill next. If we take his movements into consideration...
No! We gotta get him. We gotta get him.
Say, 3 days from now, on the 28th at 1 p.m.
1 o'clock, huh? That's the exact time I expected him to pick. He was obviously aware of Mikami's movements. That's fine by me. The time doesn't really concern us.
Well then, 1 o'clock, 3 days from now.
Put light on airplane mode and keep him away from people.
Near.
Light Yagami.
I know exactly what your plan is. I am going to win.
No! Don't. Nier doesn't know, man.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Kiyomi, I'm sorry, but I'm a little busier than usual today.
Oh, really? Does that mean you can't stay until morning?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The police are gonna have their
You can
hands
stay
full
the
for the
night?
next 2 or 3 days.
He's been solidifying that deal.
Seal and deal.
I've already given orders to
Why does
both
he look like
Mikami
that?
and Takeda about what to do.
That's the man that
This
seals
will
the
be the
deal.
final order. To kill Nier.
Okay. Damn. What? Oh! I don't get it. Why even let him, like, if you have 3 days, just keep light, like, behind bars, man. Get him surrounded by everybody, because everybody will be against him when we get the call out.
I'm so afraid of it.
How do we deal with Teru, Kaomi, and how does MELLO play into this? Those are all the 3 factors I'm really going to figure out before we get this confrontation that goes down. We gotta drop all 3 of them, or 2/3 of them. Oh, one of MELLO's people.
This is about to be like a hit,
kamikaze kind of
drive-by.
thing. Oh!
Quick, this way. Are you all right?
Oh,
We need to get inside NHN now.
Don't do it. Take a look around. It's not safer here. Not even inside.
Get her. Get her!
What are you doing?
Once again, what was the reason Nier sent his lady to go protect her, Kiyomi?
Spying.
And that was it?
basically.
Okay.
Because he knows about the meeting.
The police are on the tail of the
You know what I
suspects.
mean?
Oh man, this is really bad.
Is it Nier again?
Nier, he promised that we meet in 3 days' time. What's the meaning of making a move like this now? It doesn't make sense. No,
'Cause it's
this
mellow.
isn't Nier's style. It's more like... It's Nier.
Last on, did we think MELLO is dead? Does most of you think he's dead?
Well, they know. They think he's dead. But Mello met with Nier. They know.
They know they're alive.
So those cars got ahead of me, huh? How many damn bodyguards does one woman need anyway?
Dying.
Hey, come on, give me a break. Since when were the Japanese allowed to carry around such big guns? You got me. I'm part of this whole kidnapping incident. That means you'll have a lot of questions to ask.
Oh,
You won't shoot.
Damn.
sounds like some PS1 gun sound effect.
They didn't even give him a chance to move his hands.
We didn't even get a name for that guy.
What an idiot. He probably wouldn't have told us anything anyway. And death is the only way to pay for crimes against Kira.
Well, that's the world we live in now.
Yeah, I was gonna say all them people just watching. No one's complaining.
This man, he's the person that Light warned me to be extra careful of. Mello. Mihail Kale.
Oh, wait, if she's
Real
got
name.
her... Well, yeah, because they got it from Mr.
And what, she's not gonna go for it because she's not sure of the spelling?
Oh, yeah.
If you mess up the spelling, it doesn't work.
take off everything you're wearing and put it all in that box.
Chill. Bruh.
Before I take off the rest, could I please have the blanket so I can wrap it around me?
I don't trust you.
She.
Whatever you want.
It's got something hidden under that underboob. That's why you had light
Just
over
the
that.
book.
That's why you had light over
The
that
entire
night.
book.
That exchange the other night, the solidifying the deal, there was something else.
A book and a colored pencil.
She just has a piece of the Death Note tattooed under her, or like on her underboob.
Staple.
She just like starts writing it underneath. Shut.
Yeah, the paper.
The boob scrap.
Our latest report is that the escort team was forced to shoot one of the perpetrators.
Is Mello going down?
I hope.
You just gotta start trying to do as many times of Mikhail Kale as you know. As many forms of spelling.
I feel like they said there was consequences.
I need to get in touch with Takeda. With
There
Mello
is.
getting a hold of her, all I
It's.
can do is wait.
You'll kill the other people if you accidentally think of them. I don't know the consequences if you don't think of.
I feel like they said something specific about misspelling.
Okay. I thought it was almost like they don't get affected by the Death Note anymore. Like if you mess up their name enough times, they're like cleared from being affected by the Death Note. Something radical. I was gonna say to leave a comment, but it won't matter by that point. It'd actually be really cool though if somebody was actually
This is the only thing that can be done.
removed from the Death
If I don't
Note.
do it,
As for the suspect who was gunned down earlier, we're still unable to identify him. The police are tracking the remaining suspects.
Matt, I never thought you'd be killed. I'm sorry.
Matt.
What'd you expect? You sent Matt in full blaze.
How did she get a pen?
That was the other boob.
Pencil.
Other boob.
Oh, other boob.
Probably. Or cleavage.
Paper
Just
boob
keep
and
it in
pencil
between.
boob.
Why is she freaking out?
Light's cell phone. Could it be her? Quiet.
How do you spell the name?
Is it Michael or Mihail? Whatever.
Light.
The only reason she'd be able to call me like this without getting caught is if she had an opportunity to get away from Mello. Or...
Okay.
Oh!
First, your location. Do you know where you are?
No, I don't know where I am. I was put into a truck that was locked from the outside. But we were on the freeway, and I caught a glimpse of a sign that said we were heading to Nagano. Right now, I think we're parked inside of a building somewhere.
Miss Takeda, you are Kida's spokesperson. We talked about what you should do if a situation like this ever arose. Do you remember that?
I remember. I did what you told me to, Light. I did it. Yes. I didn't struggle, even when he stripped me naked. I did exactly as he said.
No!
My first priority, and
Oh, Mel's dead!
Bye-bye.
please, Light. I did everything that you told me to. Come quickly. Save me.
Miss Takeda, you remember what I told you to do after that, don't you?
Oh, what did he tell
I
her?
have to do as many killings as possible while I still can.
Oh, she's kamikaze, dog.
I know, but Light.
Can you do it?
Oh, he's getting Teru listed off and Kiyomi both listed off, man. He's doing the same thing. Dude. He doesn't love you. Think about Misa. He's throwing you away just like her.
Ide, let's get going.
Come on.
Stay here and take care of it.
Already moved on.
If Takeda is calling me like this, it must mean that she's been able to kill her kidnappers. In which case, the only certainty is that she's in a situation where she can't move.
All right, I got the location by tracing the car.
Why are they all
Head to
moving? I don't like
Kawaguchi
this.
Freeway.
You think another one's gonna be off real quick?
I don't
take at
know.
least 30 minutes to get there.
Well, hurry. This is Mello we're talking about. Who knows what he'll do?
Got it.
I don't believe this. Aizawa and Ide are just too stupid. They jumped the gun and
So
got in the front
dumb.
seats without even thinking. This is just too easy.
Is he gonna kill them now?
Please. No!
Are you serious?
I don't think he would get himself into a massive car crash, though.
He's gonna kill her. I don't know. I'm annoyed.
I just want to finish the show today.
I did too. I kind of want to wrap it. I want to see everything.
Oh my god, he got her too! He got
Is this the loose end episode? Is this where we just write off all the randoms? Wow, yikes.
Up in flames.
With what?
Mello.
Blow up the car, maybe.
How? With what?
I don't know. Something.
Nobody sees him grinning like a evil little bastard.
Takeda. Suicide. January 26th, 2013. 2:32 p.m. Burns to death by setting fire to everything around her, including everything she wrote on.
Yeah, because they would have gotten there and found the proof of how she killed Mello. Oh my god, dude, this is...
I have to piss.
It reminds me of, I gotta piss. I'm also pissed.
I'm also pissed, but I gotta piss. How did she set fire? It doesn't make sense.
I mean, that's the easy thing of this episode to explain. She could have just been like, crawl through the little thing with all the glass, start fusing some charges and let the gas leak out, blow up a massive 18-wheeler truck under a church.
Yeah.
Now it's a stone church, but I'm sure there might be some wood flooring. Who the heck knows? How about you guys tell us? You can tell us that.
Literally tell us.
So we'll watch one more today. Tuesday.
Why'd you exit out for watching another one?
Man, just leave me alone. Guys, that was Malice. Death Note. As we say goodbye to two of the more bigger players in the second half post-L section of Death Note. Now it makes sense. It makes sense to me. I didn't know what really Mello's role was going to be playing into this at this point. Not to say, I mean, I say this in the grander scheme of Death Note, Mello doesn't do a whole lot in terms of pushing the story forward or getting a lot done, other than being kind of something to excite the story a tiny bit for the other contenders. I mean, I'm trying to think overall what he really brought to the show.
Yeah.
Kind of being like the next generation Light with Nier versus Mello. Kind of being like a symbolism of generational versions of people's betrayals. That ego that Light had and always manifested, that rivalry that we've already seen before in earlier half of the show. He led to the death of Mr. Yagami.
Yeah. My only thing is that he's just been MIA for so long, and then he died. He came back to life, or revealed that he was still alive, rather, and then told Nier that, hey, here's my tip that the rules are fake, or there's an extra rule in this one about clearing Light. I'm gonna go do my own investigating. And then he just kind of pissed off. We would see him in montages we did at the beginning of this episode. We saw him one other time, in the past 5 episodes. And then he just died. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine that he escaped death again, because clearly she wrote the name, and it looked like she wrote it the same way. I can't remember. That would be my only thing is, did he fake the death and then get out of the car before she blew everything up? But I don't know. I have no reason to believe that, other than the fact that it just feels weird that he was even kept around, Sure. Other than to drop the news that one rule is BS. Yeah, it's just why did we even keep him in the story after Light's dad's sacrifice,
Yeah.
Even him abducting Kiyomi felt just a way for the story to wrap up their story. It almost makes me wonder, it's kind of and you brought up this point before, as I don't know if it should be a criticism or a critique, or a well-planned thing in the story about how much Light has power over things. Yeah. I don't think Light actually had the name of Mikhail Kale, but if he did, it would be Mikhail Kale abducts her and then gets to a point where this all happens. Because it just felt so random that he kidnaps her here and then is written off the show right here to make a loose end be written off the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did like Kiyomi too. I did like her for a character in this later half. I guess it's okay. we only have 2 episodes left, so all I really expect out of the show at this point with the few characters that are left is a confrontation and a big reveal, finally, of people knowing. And then we've already seen the episode names of like the ones we're going to be seeing, so I can't tell if the next one will be the confrontation, which it very well could be, and then we get in like an epilogue episode, or if it's more of a ramp up and then the finale's really the reveal, and then a very brief epilogue on like the second half of like the to be continued or whatever they do, the halfway mark. But I do wish a little bit in me that Kiyomi played a big role. It's just hard because it was very clear with the second half that there was going to be a whole lot of less episodes, so a lot of development couldn't really go too far.
Yeah.
And in reality, her and Teru got introduced at like the second half of the second half.
Yeah. They're just pieces.
Right.
That
right.
They're just pawns getting tossed to the side at this point.
Sure. Really just plot devices is what this is. Plot devices that in my opinion do make sense.
They do.
To be here. But ultimately they are plot device characters.
Yeah.
And Teru, you can say the same thing for.
Well, so now it's like, well, I'm curious what will happen with him.
Right.
Maybe. I mean, I can imagine Light keeping him around until he gets to meet face to face with him.
Sure. And or what you guys both talked about, another Kira.
Yeah.
Post Light. Light gets found out,
Final
sure.
Kira.
Teru does his best to keep that name on.
Yeah.
Which I don't really want, but that could happen.
Yeah. I just find it odd, and I don't know if this is just me because I'm like so like fantasy brained, but it's just so weird to me that the Shinigami don't play any role in this whatsoever. Not even even if it's not Ryuk, because I understand Ryuk does not give a F. Like he just wants to see something interesting happen. Like he is purely here as one of us. You might as well put him in between Caleb and Sam, like watching the show right along.
So that's how much a part of the story he is in. He's just a commenter and spectator.
Yeah.
And that's why when you guys asked, like very early on the show, like what role they would be playing, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Because as far up to the father episode, you've seen it all. I don't think, I don't even with the last 2 episodes, what really do we have left for them? What is the Shinigami King really going to play a role? Does it matter at this point? Do we care enough? Because they've already been such a non-role. Yeah.
It's just weird to me that it's just like that they don't... There's just like this huge... I don't know, why would you write like a whole realm and all this like godlike power that exists, even though they're seemingly just Grim Reapers, but to the point that they follow up with like, oh, I lost my book, oh, you gotta go back and go get it, oh, these people are going in, they can sacrifice their lives for humans, like, there's just so many things that I'm like, oh, there's such untapped potential that's just like, meh, who cares?
The only thing I will say on that, once again, we brought it up very early in the show, we don't know anything about Japanese demonology and their mythos when it comes to the supernatural, so maybe it's just one of those like, if you're part of the culture, you know a little bit more. It's kind of just like, oh yeah, the devil, he exists, so yeah, Allah, he exists, like it's just a thing in our mythos, so just if you know it, you know it.
Yeah.
If it's not one of those things, had I been someone in charge of the show, I think it would have just been, hey, this is the devil's book, Lucifer's book, here's the instructions, no devil. Lucifer's not a role in it. It's just this.
Yeah.
Or there's a little demon and he's like, hey, the big guy set me down, I'm just here to watch. That's it. And that's it. It's not like this mutual thing that like we interact a lot. It's this is just a book. We like to tease people and see what they do with this little supernatural thing. Y'all figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's basically what the show is. It's just we don't really know the mythos, and I think it's almost the excitement of wanting to know the mythos.
Yeah.
Because we're unfamiliar.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I would like to know about the Shinigami realm. How does it differ from other forms of religious hellscapes? So,
yeah. Or voids.
And they're cool, and they are cool characters. They look visually stunning, so I think if they don't actually show it, I can imagine there's many Death Note fans that might have wanted more.
Yeah. I mean, Ren probably is the most interesting add-on to the whole thing, and she's gone because she was an obstacle in the path of Kira. So,
and it had such a weird layer too, because they kind of explore it. Sorry, I know this doesn't really have to do with this episode, but as we approach the finale, we'll probably be talking more about this. Actually, hold off on the finale. We'll come back to the Shinigami talk, because I actually do want to jump into it a little bit more, depending on how they see it. But I guess the reason we're talking about this is because the show very much feels like it's wrapping up.
Yeah.
To start off that episode with that musical score, felt like every single show I've ever watched where you're in what's called like the final episodes, because there's always like, okay, this is the final season of the show. And then the finale is not just the finale, it's like the few leading up. You get these like slow pans of like, okay, the show's coming to the close. We're getting this very panned out, slow. Where's every piece of the puzzle?
World? Where are the people?
How are they going to come together for whatever big event happens? And now that we know where everybody is, we can show you who's going to start to drop and then where things are leading. And we're already there. We know where everybody is. I can't believe Giovanni survived and outlived Mello and freaking Kiyomi, but he's around. I imagine both him and Terra will be taken out next episode. But it looks like the Nier and Light face-off is the big thing. I just don't know how the big thing will go down.
Yeah.
As I said, Light will get called out. This show will not have an ending where he doesn't get called out.
Of course. He's already like low key been called out. I mean, everybody
knows.
Everybody knows. It's just the confirmation, and
Matsuda
is not aware because he just doesn't pay attention, and then the other dude,
because he's an idiot.
The other dude is sus, but he's not as sus as Aizawa. So
he just vibing.
So what happened next after that?
I mean, it was more of the same that we already talked about.
Oh yeah, just the setup of everybody getting told, "Hey, we're gonna have." Well, we got the ultimate confirmation. Like Giovanni confirmed that that Teru has been writing down names after 12 every single night, per usual. It's just his typical routine is, and the names that are popping up are also the names that are dying. And then once he did that, he confirmed to Nier. Teru confirmed to Kiyomi, who also told Light, hey, he confirmed on his end too. Which I assume that the confirmation was just that he was being watched. We still didn't figure out what exactly Light asked of him. And then...
I was just going to say, and we were leading to this warehouse meetup between Nier and Light.
And everyone will be present, both investigative teams. The only person that's not going to be there is Teru, which he left to go see the crime scene. Right. So he might just leech his way there to he's not going to, it's not a might. Light asked him to be there. Right. So he's going to the warehouse as well. The only person that shouldn't be there is Misa.
So what goes down here? What goes down here, if Light has something planned and he's very aware that this meet's going to happen, how I imagine it is, we all come to face. Light says he's going to be holding the Death Note.
No, he has to give it to someone else.
Yeah, he said he wants anybody except the person he portrays as L to be holding it.
Well, he already knows it's Light Yagami.
Yeah.
But Light specifically wants to be the one to give it over, right? He wants
to decide who on his team is holding it, rather.
Okay.
So he wants to give it to Mogi. He wants to give it to Aizawa to hold while he stands there. Because Nier doesn't want Light to have it, so Light can't just start killing people right there.
That's cool then. What if he gives it to Matsuda, his loyal follower? And that's where we see where Matsuda stands. We kind of talked about it. I talked about it specifically. I wanted to see where this character wraps up. Yeah. Does it start to click in his head? Does he get underestimated by Light like today? These guys are idiots.
Yeah, what a bunch of morons.
Yeah, they're taking me right to, and as he was writing that. They have no clue.
Well, and even, too, if Teru's going to be there, I'm guessing that Light expects Teru to kill everybody from a distance. Right. My only concern is, how is Teru going to know which one is Light.
Kill.
You know, because he's gonna go there. He's gonna be, maybe the instructions were because Light said throughout all their meetings, he's told them all exactly what to do for what's about to happen.
Don't kill a sexy one.
And then he picks like
you
Aizo.
should
Aizo
know.
was the Chad. Aizo was the Chad. So he's like, we're gonna keep him alive.
That would actually be really funny.
Yeah. If Taro accidentally killed Light and thought that Matsuda, you know what I mean? It's like, because Taro might intuitively be like, okay, well, Light wouldn't be, or Kira wouldn't be dumb enough to let someone else hold the Death Note, so I'm going to protect the one holding the Death Note and kill everyone else. You know?
That would be awesome.
It is getting, but we got to give, remember, we're giving too much credit to Taro, because so far he's just been plot device for being able to figure out everything, so most likely he would know Light, based off how the show's going. He just figures out everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
That would fulfill my desire for the ending, though, of Light dying super lame and being upset about it. I really want it. That would be awesome.
I don't know how I would want Light to die if he dies. I don't know.
Me neither. Just becoming a victim of his own hubris, I guess, would be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Having his like little gremlin underling kill him.
I haven't thought too much on it, other than I want him to fail. I don't know what's the most unsatisfactory loss or victory. Like even if he wins, I just want it to be so unappealing.
Push down a flight of stairs.
Like Trips. Trips cracks his head.
Trips breaks his neck, paralyzed, or dies or something.
Like a super pathetic way for someone like him to go.
I would almost appreciate too, because at the end of the day, like, even if he dies, I feel as if the idea of Kira will still live on, unfortunately, even if he goes away. Like we said, like if Teru takes on the mantle, if Light dies, but even if no one takes up the mantle, like the idea of Kira is still going to be around, and it's someone eventually, like there's people that are super loyal, so maybe someone we don't know takes up the mantle. So it's the one thing that sucks. I feel like it would be cool. It would be stupid to like shoehorn this in at the end. But if like a Shimigami, like the Shimigami King, comes down and is like, you know what?
Come here.
He's like, you know what, Light, you've had enough, and then like erase everyone's memory of Kira.
Oh, he gets like Peter Parker.
Basically,
his memory gets erased from the entire universe.
Some Deus Ex Machina thing just plays in that we couldn't account for. The Ark
But I
of
feel
Covenant just opens up and he just dies.
I just feel like that's the only way that would like actually mean Light loss, because I feel like by all counts, even if he dies, he's won at this point.
Yeah, maybe he just dies from that stupid rule of like, you write it wrong. Yeah. I wonder, like, I really didn't know what that was. They had brought it up when Elle played the role of one of the students, famous names. He had like the Brad Pitt name and went up on stage. Yeah, and I can't really remember what the rule was, but there was a pushback to that. Doesn't matter now. If it plays a role, it'll play a role.
Good.
Guys,
Very good.
leave a like, subscribe, stay around. We only have a couple episodes left, literally 2. Be there for them. We love you. We'll see you in the next reaction. Punch it.